Hola Amigas, welcome back to my channel. My name is Yadira, and for today's video I want to start trying to do something different because let me tell y'all really quick why. I love makeup. Like, my YouTube got started for makeup, but I've been doing a lot more vlogs and challenges and pranks and stuff like that because I want to keep a little bit of everything, you know? So I figured I can do a semi-makeup tutorial while we talk and chat about something interesting, because I know there's millions of makeup tutorials and I know they can get a little repetitive. So for today's video, as you guys can tell by the title, I'm gonna be telling you guys why I stopped doing makeup on clients and the story of what happened that got me to say no more. If you guys have seen my beauty school video, I talked about, you know, getting into the beauty industry. If you haven't, I'm gonna link it somewhere up here. I don't know if it's on this side or this side. I have mentioned a few times that I was freelancing and I stopped doing makeup on people, and to this day I still get DMs of people asking me to do their makeup. I think the more I grow as far as my social medias, the more people see my skills and they're like, girl, can you do that on me? And I'm like, baby, I wish I could, but no more. I have to backtrack just a little bit because I need you guys to understand my point of view. I'm a little undecisive if I want to use the color Rain palette or the Lady Dance Prince palette by BH Cosmetics. This palette is really pretty. It screams fall to me, and it has everything that I want to use, but at the same time I don't need a lot of colors for the look that we're doing, so I almost want to use this one. This one's really pretty too. I think I'm gonna go with the color Rain. Basically, I got into beauty school because I wanted to learn more. I wanted to be in the industry and I wanted to do makeup, and that's kind of really when I got into makeup. I'm gonna go in with this shade right here, and I'm just gonna apply it in my crease and kind of bring it all out. Long story short, I graduated beauty school, and once I was on my own, I knew that I loved makeup and I knew that I wanted to do makeup. I started freelancing like right off the bat. I started trying to build my portfolio, so I was doing makeup on family members for free. So I did get the opportunity to do makeup on people, and I had some amazing experiences. But if you're in the beauty industry, you know this by now, and it's something that I learned, right? The thing is, people forget that they don't look a certain way. And hear me out. Let me explain to you what I'm trying to say by that. I'm gonna grab some of this really pretty shimmer right here, and I'm just gonna apply it with my finger. Basically, people forget that everybody has different face structures, shapes, different skin tones, different textures, different skin type. So what started happening to me is I was getting really unrealistic expectations by clients. They were wanting certain things that I knew I could do. If I didn't feel confident, I would be honest with them and be like, hey, I don't think I can do that. But for the most part, when it comes to makeup and colors and stuff like that, I knew how to like do it. Does that make sense? So I started getting a few clients that were like, oh, you know, I want to look like this, and then they'd show me like a picture of, you know, let's just say Kim Kardashian, who had a tan, dark contour, black hair, long black hair, and then I had a client that was like blonde, blue eyes, super pale, never wears makeup. So that kind of started happening. I was doing my best to do the makeup, not make them look like Kim Kardashian, but create the makeup that the people had. Now really quick, you guys, I have been obsessed with these e.l.f. Cosmetics like glitter eyeshadows. They are truly amazing. And I'm gonna just apply this all over my eyelid, and it's just really like a really nice glitter. You guys are gonna see it. And it's something that I learned not just with makeup but with hair, and it happened multiple times, and it's something that I was learning how to deal with and how to say no to, instead of saying, yeah, I can do this because I know I can do. That wasn't the issue. The issue was that they expected to look different And yeah, it's gonna look different. They expected their face to suddenly be long and oval when they've had a short, round head their whole life. I'm gonna grab this really pretty white right here. I'm really gonna concentrate that on my inners right here. Now we're gonna create a line from here to there. And I'm not gonna lie, I need to concentrate on this part, so I'll be right back. I don't know if I like the lighting. It's because the sun is shining on this side. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. One of the things you have to be able to do while you are working on somebody is have a good consultation. And having a good consultation is like the biggest first step in any kind of service that you're going to provide. I'm gonna be popping some rhinestones in these little motherfucking beach. At this point, I was working in 2 salons. One of them where I was doing kind of like the freelancing of makeup, and I was also waxing, and I had like my own chair. And I was also working at a fast-paced salon where I was guaranteed a paid because I was starting off and I needed to make money for my bills. I was working on a client. One of my coworkers comes up to me and she's like, do you think you can do my client's daughter's makeup for her wedding? And I was like, oh yeah, of course. Like, so the mom and I exchanged phone numbers. A week goes by and the daughter messages me and she's like, hey, I would like a trial run for my wedding. Can we set something up? And I was like, yeah, of course. Like, I was really excited. I had done quinceañeras already. I had done like 2 weddings prior to this, so I said yes, like 100%. It's a trial run. So a trial run is where you practice how to do their makeup and their hair. They can kind of see what they're gonna look like that day, and they can decide, you know, if they like it or if they don't, or what they want to change, etc, etc. So we scheduled an appointment. I got there kind of like later on towards the day, so I had a full face of makeup. When I was working at the salons, I always liked having a full face of makeup. I always liked being all dolled up because a lot of the times your clients see you and they judge you based on your appearance. I'm going to be using these Anastasia eyelashes. These are my first time using these. I'm actually really excited. I haven't really seen any more hype about their lashes, so I'm kind of curious. Packaging is super cute, by the way. It's a very nice like shimmery metallic color all throughout. These are the lashes. Sorry, I remember exactly how my makeup was. I have red lipstick. I have fake lashes on. I looked pretty cute, you know, if I do so say myself. You know, I said hi, witty wow. We started talking about her wedding. We started talking about what she wants, her hair, her makeup. She starts showing me pictures. For me to do like a wedding trial, even just anybody's makeup, it took normally anywhere from 1.5 hours to 3 hours. She shows me her picture. I think it was like 2 hours later, I even did her hair. We finished her makeup, and basically what happened next is what made me never do makeup again on people. I did exactly the way that the picture was. I was even impressed. I was so proud and happy of my work that I was like, she's gonna love it. Like, we got done and she looked at herself in the mirror. She started screaming, she started freaking out, and she started saying how much she hated it, that she looked so ugly, and she took it off within seconds. When I tell you guys that my heart shattered in that moment, it really truly it did. She went full bridezilla on my ass, and she just took everything off, and she just started crying and started saying how much she hated it. Like, instead of telling me, hey, I think it's too dark, or we should try this, or I don't like this, she didn't even give me a chance. Right there I am, so proud of myself, waiting in the living room like, yes, I got this, I did that, that's my work. And then all of a sudden she's like, and I'm like, I'm just there like, oh my goodness. By this point, you guys should know that I am a very sensitive person, and to be in this industry, you really need tough skin. I have received hate, But you know, I'm older. I was what, like 18, 19 years old. I've learned how to deal with it, and throughout the years of being in the beauty industry, I've learned how to deal with it even more. But she just went apeshit on my ass, basically. I just remember I started picking my things up as fast as I could. Like, I had a cute little organizer, I had a little suitcase for my makeup. I just wanted to get out of there. I just started packing all my stuff. I didn't even put everything in the right place. I just didn't even clean anything. I could feel my throat tightening up. I could feel the tears like working their way up, and I was like, I need to get out of here. It wasn't even her real wedding day. Because imagínate, that was her actual wedding day. Whew, mi corazón. And the mom, oh my God, you guys, the mom was there, and she was like, oh my God, what happened? And she was like, let me at least pay you. And I'm like, no, like, I need to get out of here. I grabbed my stuff super quick. I went to my car, and I remember just sitting there and literally just like holding onto my steering wheel like this. And I could feel my like body like freaking out. I can hear my heartbeat. And it's just like dun 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 dun. And I'm grabbing onto my steering wheel, and I'm like, breathe, dear, breathe. Like, it's okay. You're okay. Everything's okay. I was so freaked out. I was so heartbroken. Call Jose, and I just start crying hysterically. I couldn't even talk. I was crying like a little kid. Like, that's how I was crying. You know when your mocos are coming out and you can like like that. Like, I was crying bad in my car. I got home that day. I sat down with Jose, and I told him that I will never do makeup on people again. Eventually learned that I had to talk to people and see how their daily real life was before agreeing to do stuff like that on people. But I wasn't gonna do makeup anymore. People sometimes look at others. I'm not saying it's the same for everybody, but it could be the same for you guys. You guys look at me and you guys look at my pictures or my videos, and you're like, oh, that's a really cute makeup. I would love that. But then if you were really to apply the amount of makeup that I apply, or the colors that I apply, you are probably not gonna like it because you're not used to it. Actually, I'm gonna finish this eye and we'll come back to finish the rest of the story. Okay, I am back looking gorgeous, stunning. I love how this eyeshadow came out. So buckle up for what I am going to tell you guys, because this is some shady shit. This person crushed my dreams in the moment, made me decide to quit doing makeup. I ended up going back to work. I obviously in the moment didn't even want to tell anybody what had happened because it was like a lot for me. A few weeks pass and the mom comes to get a haircut again. And this time my coworker, she's like, hey, the mom of the bride that you did the makeup on wants to talk to you. And I was like, great. You know, obviously I'm in a work setting, I'm trying to be professional. So I went up to her station and she's like, I want to apologize to you for what happened. And I was like, oh no, don't worry, it's okay. Like, it is what it is. Even though I had like decided to officially stop doing makeup on anybody. She goes, it had nothing to do with your makeup. And I'm like, just standing there like confused. I'm like, well, she hated the makeup, had everything to do with the makeup. And she's like, they didn't get married. And I'm like, what? She said that day you did her makeup, she was planning on leaving her fiance, and she ended up taking it out on you because she didn't know how she was gonna leave him. And I'm like, what? Like, I could feel my heart beating again because I'm like, what the fuck? And she's like, so I'm so sorry. It had nothing to do with your skills, with your makeup. It had nothing to do with what you did. She was dealing with her own thing because she was planning on leaving him. She ended up telling me that, you know, the day of the wedding, which was supposed to be a few weeks after the trial that I did on her. They ended up going to Disneyland instead. So long story short, I don't even know, she really hated her makeup. She was like, you know, tripping balls because she was planning on leaving this guy, and she took it out on me because I was the only person there, and I had no idea. By that point, I had already made my mind that I wasn't gonna do clients again. But I will say that I did have my fair share of amazing clients in that short period of time. It was honestly a beautiful experience seeing how happy I was able to make somebody feel. But in the long run, I didn't want to deal with the emotional stress that came with it. It just wasn't for me. I'm a very sensitive person, and the older I've gotten, the more I've realized that I have to protect myself, my feelings, from the world, from people out there, you know. And so yeah, can you guys believe that? She ended up leaving her husband or her fiance that same night. She was planning on leaving him the whole time. And here I was stressing, thinking it had to do about my makeup, but it really didn't. Sorry if I keep looking to the side. I have the viewfinder, I should probably close it, but I have the viewfinder, so I like just look at myself instead of the camera. So I try to go back and forth. From the bottom of my heart, I have such a huge passion, like being able to transform myself. This is like, wow, like who is she kind of situation, you know? I have no hard feelings towards that lady. Maybe if she wouldn't have freaked out on me, I probably would have been doing it. Who knows? I will never know. I don't think I will ever go back to doing people's makeup. If you ever are in a chair of anybody in the beauty industry, whether it's getting a hair color, a haircut, perm, whatever it is, makeup, just remember, communicate with your artist, be nice. We have feelings. I have feelings. If you don't like something, makeup comes off, you guys. Obviously, she took it off real quick. Makeup is just makeup. It helps us feel and be a bad bitch. But at the end of the day, it comes off. Like, it's just makeup. That was a lot of talking. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys liked it, loved it, hated it, whatever. And I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye-bye.